I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be fat. I don't have a stomach. I don't want to be overweight. You want to know why?
No. All right, guys. It's time to set you guys up for war in 2026.
It's not even 5 minutes, man.
What do you mean? Bruh, come on, man. Why don't you want to be set up for war in 2026, bro?
Every day is war, guys. Every day is war. You always have to be prepared for everything because you never know.
Because we are trying to set you guys up for war in 2026, that means we got to get to the gym.
Yeah, guys. You know, we've been talking about the gym since, like, last year, nonstop.
Hey, man, I think even if you're just doing content creation, you should go to the gym. I think you should set an example for the people watching that you take care of your fitness.
Yeah, guys. Fitness is really important for the mind, the body, and the soul.
Yeah.
And your finances.
And your finances. Wait, what? You can make money from that?
100%.
I mean, generically going to the gym. I'm not talking about, like, you got to be, like, a fitness creator, but, you know.
Yeah, bro. You spend your Saturday night lifting instead of at the bar and spending it on, $10 shots.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kevin, are you going to the gym in 2026?
I'm going to the gym, guys. I've been more consistent lately. I've been improving. What is that thing called?
Mm-hmm.
Mogging? Did I use that right?
I don't know what the hell that means.
I don't know what that means either. I just saw it on YouTube.
Okay, man, we're getting too old. All right, but no, as we both are going to the gym in 2026, I think you guys should let us know in the comments why you guys are going to the gym in 2026. But one reason I find myself still going to the gym in 2026 is I don't want to be able to look down and not see anything there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, guys.
I don't think you guys want to look down and not be able to see anything there either. Yes. And be able to, it feels good when you're able to lift up things that you need to lift up and run as fast as you need to for anything you got going on. Like a soldier coming after you,
Oh, so we're saying the reason why where we're going?
Yeah, what's one reason you're going to the gym?
You know what, guys? I'm going to be honest with you. Get ready to clip this, too. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be fat. I don't have a stomach. I don't want to be overweight. You want to know why?
No.
I have to say, I don't want to be fat, all right? I need to be able to look down, and I could okay, it's sticking its head out. Hi. That's all I need. I need to know I can do that. And you know what's scary is when you get married, for some reason, you get fat. I don't know why that happens. You get fat. I ain't going to be that guy, man. I'm good. I don't want a stomach.
Kevin, you got to be nice to the people, bruh.
Nice to the people?
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro, some people just don't want to see their thing down there, man.
That's cool. I'm telling you what I'm going.
Some people want to not be able to breathe when they're walking.
Hey, man, I bet you use the scooters at Walmart, don't you? Yeah, hey, you know who I'm talking to.
Hey, man.
I'm looking at you. You use the scooters, don't you?
Some people use the scooters for fun, man.
I actually never try. I don't know if I can do that.
I don't know if they would say something to you if you walked in there and got the scooter.
In my mind, if I saw that and I worked at Walmart, I don't get paid enough for that.
Do you think that the fact that you go to the gym has changed the way you see things a bit?
It's the first taste of if you put your mind to it, anything is achievable. It's like the first litmus test of that. One
thing I've noticed while going to the gym though is if you just take that same discipline going to the gym, you could do it with everything else. So if you say hey, I'm going to go to the gym no matter what, and you put that into money or you put that into your career, your skills, you could probably learn a lot more because it's just as simple doing that as anything else.
I don't know about you, but you ever feel like sluggish or beyond tired right before you go in, and as soon as you walk in, you just switch and you're like, oh, I have energy now.
Well, that's why I typically I was gonna get into this a little later, but that's typically why I get into my really fast run in the beginning, my maxed out run in the beginning, because it starts to get first. It's easy to do, not easy, but it's easy to feel refreshed when you start off with a run, because everything else after that is pretty simple in terms of well, now I'm not in a cardio mood. I'm more doing physical work. So it's if you're lifting up something, that's less taxing on your mind than running, for quite a second, because like I get my 5 minute run in the beginning, and I do a run later for a way longer period of time. But the first run gets me refreshed, started, and then the sluggishness is gone, the headache is gone because the adrenaline is kicked in.
Hey guys, I just bench because in my mind it's like if I don't lift this, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm not calling for help.
Do you find dumbbells or you do like
the benching? I don't really use it for like the practice or train. I just kind of use that for like, in my opinion, for fun. I think it's fun. I don't use it to like actually like. I mean, okay, but I prefer dumbbells over everything.
Yeah, I prefer dumbbells because I was gonna say a lot of people use the Smith machine, like the actual machine, but I find that to be a bit linear in terms of like, because like imagine dumbbells get all the small muscles activated too. The Smith machine can in a way, but it's more linear, so it's not necessarily there for any sort of movement you're doing with your arms. It's more like I'm just going up, down. You lose a lot of the small muscles because you're not
controlling it fully.
Yeah, you're not controlling it fully. The machine is kind of controlling.
Honestly, what I do ever since I watched like this one YouTube, it was a YouTube.
Yeah,
short.
It kind of ruined it for me.
It was like, hey man, you're a man. Don't be that word. Be a man. Lift that thing yourself. If you die, you died a man. You did it on your own. It was all you.
And plus, I find myself lifting, cause I feel like when you're doing like the bar, it kind of well, somebody told me it's like it's the top of your chest most of the time when you're doing like the bar and not the actual dumbbells. So when you're doing the dumbbells, like it kind of goes with your chest and not necessarily like straight for the top of your chest, and it goes for the middle. And if you're doing arms, it's a lot better because it's like where your arms are supposed to go instead of like to the side.
Yeah, plus I notice it's a little bit more difficult when you do it with dumbbells.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just a lot more difficult. I'm like, I like this.
Oh, yeah, you're going to die. You're going to smash your chest in.
That's exactly what goes through the Bible. I'm like, I'm going to die. If you don't do this, you're going to die. Don't do that, guys. It's not safe.
I actually also find myself adding more weight typically when I do dumbbells than when I do like a Smith machine, because when you're doing the Smith machine, it's like, all right, I know if I do more, I can probably do more, but it just feels a little bit less. It feels a little bit less, I guess, interesting when you do it that way, to me, personally.
I guess for me, when it comes to like weights, I don't try to overdo it because I try to say, okay, let me control it and how many sets and reps you can do.
Question for you: do you do it first?
Do what first?
So like it's arm day, right? Do you get on there first and do it?
Do I get on there first and do it?
Yeah, because like if you do it later, that means you gotta go. That means you've done all your exercise. Your arms are kind of messed up a little bit. So you go on there first and do the dumbbells, or you wait?
No, I do the dumbbell first. Well, I stretch.
I feel like it's smart.
Stretch.
I feel like it's smartest to do it first. I'm not gonna lie, because if you do it later, I mean it's harder, but sometimes it's like, okay, you've done all your exercise, you're kind of tired. Now it's like, because you're trying to push your hardest weight at the end. Right.
I guess what's crazy for me is what I do. It's not bad. I just like doing it. It's like in between like each like set, I just drop down and do push-ups till I can't handle it, till it hurts. And once it stops, I'm like, okay, I'm done, and I go back. I don't know why. I just slowly been improving.
I mean, for me on an arm day, if I'm doing push-ups, well, I do it with a weighted vest. But also, I wouldn't say I do one style of push-up till failure because I have multiple ones I'm doing. So like technically, I'm doing 100, but I'm doing different push-up styles. So like when I do, I do the regular push-ups, then I do diamonds, archers, the scapula push-ups, which are like basically the ones you do to do the handstand. So like you do like the ones where you do it for your back.
Can you do one arm yet?
Oh yeah, definitely do one arm. I don't do that as like a normal exercise though.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't do that as a normal exercise because it's kind of like a gimmick. It's not like,
it's cool if you could do it.
It feels gimmicky. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I did it in an episode. I literally did it.
That's how I feel about benching. I'm like, it's just a gimmick. I don't use it for actual like strength test or anything. It's just more. I'm like, oh, cool, I can do it.
Because like when dudes be like, yeah, you can do 225. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but I'm not really in here to. I mean, yeah, there's the show off exercises, but you're really in here to work out. To be honest, like it's like I notice this. Typically, like average people I bring in there, dudes or girls. Like if it's a dude, obviously they're trying. Unless you're like way better than them, they'll try and compete with you. If it's a girl, if it's not your girlfriend, you can't really, quote unquote, as a trainer, make her do anything. So like, I know the professional trainers. They're like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Yesterday, and it's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This is a side story a little bit. Yesterday, I was at the gym and I saw this guy. I saw this guy training the girl, right? And he was stretching her out, and I was like, now I see what they be talking about. Them trainers, man. He was doing that thing where he like lifts her leg and like stretches her leg out, and
Did it
like
work?
I don't know about all that, but I'm saying like he was stretching her leg out. I was like, imagine that was your girlfriend, man. I ain't gonna
You better
lie.
than me, bro.
He did like like he got in a lunge position and he was like kind of over and he was like stretching her leg out. I was like, nah, man, that can't be me, man. I ain't gonna lie. But no, if you're bringing people to the gym, realize this: that when you bring people to the gym, they typically you can't make them do anything. So if they don't want to do it, although you may know better than them, maybe they you can't make them do anything, especially when it comes to like girls, because they'll be like, I don't feel like doing it. It's like I can make them if they're not your girlfriend. You can't really make them quote unquote do anything.
Yeah, guys. I don't know. I noticed I like going by myself a lot better now.
Yeah, I used to like going with somebody, but it's like you either have one or two mindsets when you go with somebody. Either it's I go with them, and then when they don't go, you kind of get a little demotivated, or you go with them and you go regardless of whether they go or not, which is the better mindset to have. But it is kind of a downer when somebody's like, I don't want to go, because it's like, well, you typically go with somebody. It kind of feels a little weird.
Yeah, that and typically, I don't know. Just going by yourself is like a whole different. It's a whole different thing for me. Like going with people. I used to like going with people, but over time I've caught on. I was like, oh, I kind of like the solo thing a lot better.
Honestly, as I've been going to the gym, I actually have been talking to people in the gym, and it actually is more interesting that way. I used to like, obviously we used to like be in a group and then we'd go at night and then there'd be nobody there and all that stuff. But as I've done it in the daytime, I do find the annoyance of like people kind of being in your way. Like, okay, you're trying to get on a machine, people in your way sometimes. But anyway, normally when people are in my way, I kind of rearrange my exercises because it doesn't really matter how I do it. It's more of just like, it doesn't matter when I do each exercise. It's just if I do it before I leave. But one thing I have noticed is if you want to get something done like interesting, like I was saying, the handstand push-ups, or if you want to do like pull-ups or anything like that, you can either help somebody out or they can help you out. So if you don't know how to do it, they can do it for you, especially when you're trying to reach a certain goal in a certain way. Because there's plenty of athletes at a gym, right? Depending on which one. Like, obviously, I don't go to Planet anymore. I used to go to Planet, but Planet's more like if I'm coming from home and I'm just trying to get something done. Like LA or any gym similar in Atlanta, they typically have athletes in there, or people who are actually trying to work out to achieve a goal in an athletic fashion.
I think I went to Planet one time ever. I was like, never again, never again.
I don't know. The purple just don't appeal to me, and that's not to say anything wrong. I just never saw the purple.
I mean, for me, it's more of okay. So 90% of the machines are taken up that I need. So what am I supposed to do while I wait? I'm like, bro, I might as well just go somewhere more secluded.
And I feel like, so when you're going to LA,
yeah,
you have the pool. The only thing you don't have is a massage machine. You got the pool, you got the, what is that called? The
basketball court. I heard.
Yeah, they got a basketball court. No, that wasn't what I was
Jacuzzi?
talking about because I don't do basketball. Yeah, they got that too. But no, it's they have like the, what's it called? The room with the mist.
Steam room.
Steam room, yeah. I don't know why I had a moment there, but they had the steam room and stuff like that. But in Planet, I believe they only have they literally just have the massage chairs and stuff like that. But which is cool. But if I'm going after you work out a couple times, you really don't feel the pain as much after the fact. And that's not to say like, oh, I don't push myself, because obviously every couple of weeks I kind of go up on weight or whatever. But if you typically go to the gym, your pain afterwards, after a couple of days, starts to become, you either get used to it or it starts to become more minimal, because you're used to pushing your body. The muscles are getting shocked, but you're used to it in general. Which is not worth the trade-off between all those benefits versus the other. That's just me.
No, go ahead.
What benefits do you find yourself liking in the gym though?
Like me,
Yeah, like what like amenities? I guess is the best word for it.
I guess the best thing I like about, at least the best thing about my gym is it's more smaller, secluded, and most of the time I go at night. I like going at night because there's nobody there. So like everything is basically empty. Everything is empty, so I could take my time, and then sometimes you want to lift your shirt up and like, dang, I'm doing that. But when you're in a private, when you're in a whole public gym, you're like, oh, I can't do it because everyone's like, in courtesy. But I just like the secludedness. That's what I like, the secludedness of it. We have a golf. Apparently, we have a golf simulation
Okay,
room.
that's what I was asking. I was like, what amenities?
We have a golf
Amenities
simulation
means
thing.
amenities in terms of like they got basketball court.
Oh.
Some people have like the steam room. Other people have like the they have
The only thing that's like I guess different in there is that they have a golf simulation. Like they have a golf simulator in there, like a whole like literally you just
I
play
don't know if
virtual
I'd
golf.
consider that a sport in the same way like
Oh, I don't use it.
basketball is.
I don't ever go into
I mean,
it.
that's not just anything.
I just like yeah, they have a golf simulation room in there. We just don't ever use it. I'm like,
Not even that I play basketball like that, but I would say like I would rather have a basketball court than a gym than a golf course because I feel like the cardio that you get from going to a gym is a lot different where basketball is in terms of life. Which day do you like the most?
to go or like what's workout?
Workout,
Oh,
arm day, abs,
I say chest day.
chest day.
Yeah, I like chest day the best personally.
I personally, I mean, honestly, I like all of them, but I would say if I was to choose one, I would definitely say abs. It's the longest exercises I do. Typically because I do ab rolls, and ab rolls just like your whole abs. So I feel like that's my favorite one.
I like doing the planks. I know that when it comes to ab day, I like doing the planks and holding it for like a long amount of time. Then you just start shaking like crazy.
Yeah, I was well. I have a 40-pound vest on, but I typically hold my planks for like 3 minutes. Now,
Yeah, no, that's
yeah,
typical.
I ain't gonna lie.
And then I just see like other people. I'm like,
Yeah,
they're
and
just shaking or sweating.
Nah, I see other people. No, it's crazy when you see other people do the exact same thing at the exact same time you're doing it, and then they just kind of give up mid time. It's like, you'd be like, damn. And it makes you it gives you two mindsets. You're like, damn, I kind of want to be done with this too. And then the other one's like, I got to keep going because I got to finish it. And I know I can do this because I've done it before.
Yeah, that it's like I'll do like a standard plank, then I'll do a side plank, then on both sides. And once you finish it, I don't know about you. I just want to lay there. I'm like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. It hurts that bad.
Well, typically when it's an exercise that hurts bad, I usually get them out the way first. So like, first thing I do on ab day is like ab rolls first. It's the longest one I got. Second one is the plank. After that, everything else is like it gets a lot easier.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of like not me gassing, I won't gas from them. I can. They're hard, but I won't gas.
I think the worst day for me is definitely leg day. Well, it depends on the exercise. There's like 2 or 3 exercises I cannot do to save my life, and it hurts so bad. Which is I believe it's the Bulgarian
Squat.
I cannot do those to save my life. It hurts so bad.
I mean, I think different body types require different things, and that doesn't necessarily say like because I started to notice there's a difference between like people who do lifting and people who do like who want to be lean and want to do calisthenics. So there's 3 different types of bodies. Like even basketball players have different body styles for different things. Like so you're not expected to do a Bulgarian squat or like a deadlift if you have like a calisthenics or like you can, but if you have like a calisthenics or or like you want like a lean body, then you probably aren't expected to like lift 500 pounds up on the ground off the ground because your body style that you're going for.
Yeah, I just think everyone has different objectives with it.
Cause I don't do squats like that in that way. Typically I go on the machine for my squat. Or if I do lunges or I don't prioritize I guess your buttocks area as much as other people might do it because I know people will be like get on the and what's that one machine called where you do like the steps.
Oh, the Stairmaster?
Yeah, Stairmaster. Be like, do the Stairmaster. It's better than running. I'm like, nah, I don't think that's necessarily true.
I don't think I've ever used a Stairmaster ever.
I have. I've gotten on there. I told some people at work I've gotten on there for a number of time. Like where I sit on there, I go up and down, up and down. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, this ain't my thing. But
But I
it's
do
fair.
notice what's been effective for me is like the incline on the treadmill, because you don't have to increase it to like high speeds at that point. You just increase the dang, what was it slipped in my head. You increase the how tall it's going or how high it's going. I forgot the name.
Yeah, you can incline.
Yeah, you're increasing the incline.
I mean, when I'm running, I increase the incline. I think it's more about it's just the way your legs are doing. It's like one thing that's taught me is like where if you're running, doing a treadmill or doing the stairmaster is three different things because when you're doing the stairmaster, you're going up steps. When you're doing running on the treadmill, you're technically your endurance is getting better, but you're not getting better at running faster because it's the way the ground level moves when you're on the actual track that's different than a treadmill. So like for instance, if I was racing somebody and they were on the ground actually running, I would probably, depending on who it is, I'd probably lose. But I'd probably have more endurance than them, depending on how long they run for, compared to me.
So if it was a longer race, you'd win.
Yeah, if it's a
Essentially.
longer race, I'd probably win. Most people, I probably win in general because most people don't work out. Most people can't even do a pull up. Only like what 1% of people can do a pull up. 10 can do 10 pull ups. I can do 30.
Hey guys, you should be part of that percentage. It'll do wonders for you.
It probably will. It probably will. I mean, I've seen people. I've gone to the gym and seen people work out still can't do a pull up. So I don't know if that's like if it's like your arms are just not strong enough, or you just had your body weight percentage isn't right. I don't know. I mean, I know what you can. I know what makes you able to do a pull up, but I don't know like what makes them not able to do a pull up specifically because they may just be training differently than me. I don't know.
That and I think some people just don't care.
I've always been able to do a pull up though. No, but some people do it with like the weight and assist. I just don't do that.
Yeah,
I just think it's like if I can't do a pull up, I'm gonna do things to do a pull up before I do like an assisted pull up.
yeah. I don't think I've ever struggled with, honestly with you. That's like one of the few things I've never struggled with is a pull up.
I don't know. I've seen dudes, girls, anybody that just can't do an unassisted pull up. I tell people I rather you do 6 regular pull ups without an assist than do assisted pull ups and do like 30 because I feel like the assisted kind of gets rid of the part where you actually try hard.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, no. I mean, the only thing I can say I struggled, well, not anymore, honestly, was just push ups. I think like once I passed 10, that's when I started like to shake it everything.
Um,
Not anymore though. It's way different.
what's the weirdest workout you find yourself doing?
The weirdest one. The one that's weird for me would be, I think they're called dead bugs, if I remember correctly.
Dead bugs.
Yeah, that's for
Isn't
ab
that the
day.
one you go like this?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. I like the other one. I just feel weird about it. It just looks weird. I'm like, but no, that's how
Um,
you do it. Apparently, I was like, oh, that's about it for me. What about you?
I watched this. I have to look up his name, but I watched this one military. He's like a military fitness guy on Instagram. I was scrolling one day, I saw it, and he'll show you like the military compound workouts because compound workouts there's a lot of them, but typically you don't see that on like regular fitness pages. They'll be like, how do you do a push up? How do you do a push up properly? It's not like how do you do one arm push up with a dumbbell in your other hand while doing other extra stuff, but he basically has a push up where you put a dumbbell beside you, you put your arm on it one side, then you have your arm on the ground the other, and then you push down. You do a push up, you get up, then you do like you put your leg forward pretty much, and you bend your leg out. Now you can either keep both legs on the ground until you get up, or you can just keep one leg in the air. So you're basically just doing abs, arms, back,
At the same time.
at the same time. Because you're stabilizing your back, your abs are coming from the fact that you're lifting your leg up. You alternate sides. So like obviously you do one arm up, on the other arm up, and then based on which arm you have up is which leg you push up. And then there's one where you kind of just put the little dumbbell up. You can either use a dumbbell or one of those like Well, they're also dumbbells.
The kettlebell.
Kettlebells, yeah. Up in the air. Either that. I have one where you do. I have one where you grab the little. Damn, it's kind of hard to remember what these things are called, but it's where you grab the little handle with the rope and you kind of just go like this.
Yeah,
that's like an ab workout too. It's not very. That one's not very hard. Honestly, I don't do that one as much because it's just kind of like it seems very. It's an. I don't know if a weighted vest will help, and also some of these exercises, depending on where you're at, it might not be effective because of the way that the gym equipment doesn't work for you. So like, at my gym, the rope is too long, and I found myself grabbing the actual rope to like kind of, I guess, get myself properly planted. And plus, the harder version of that, you have to have your legs up, elevated, because some exercises are better when you're elevated up. Yeah. Yeah, that's typically how I found myself doing it. Do you see yourself? What do you see yourself trying to do differently this year that you didn't do last year?
Gym wise?
Yeah.
It definitely be understanding that just because I do more doesn't mean it's effective. Just because I do more exercises, like for example, like 10, doesn't mean it's the most effective. Is what I've been learning this year, honestly. And like I said, I thought it was a load of crap for a minute, but now I'm actually seeing it work, which is so it really is true. You don't need to shove like 20 exercises in one thing to make progress. All right, guys. Now in this part of the segment, we're going to be answering questions.
What?
About the gym.
We have questions?
Yeah, we have questions.
People care about us that much?
I know, right? That's what I said. We have questions. So, Mr. J. Rose, the first question, and it says to be honest.
Okay.
What made you start going to the gym? You want the real answer.
Women made me start going to the gym originally when I started going in 2020, right?
We're talking about the very, very beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going that far back. Oh, that was like 2020.
Yeah, women.
2020 was the women,
Yeah.
Definitely women.
Now, you're talking about now?
That the new arc is different.
Oh, just because I like going.
Oh.
But yeah, no, the original reason, women.
Yeah, women was definitely. That's pretty much it.
All right, next one.
All right. Well, to answer that question, for me, it was, I'm not going to go into detail. It was the bald man. I'm going to leave it there. Do you actually enjoy working out or just the results of it?
I feel like that's a loop of a question because if you enjoy going to the gym, you enjoy the results of going to the gym.
No, I mean, I hate going. But I like looking at myself afterwards once I do complete the test.
Oh, I actually like going then. Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, no, I hate going, but it's something that must be done either way. All right, this is a more modern question. In 2026, in the gym, is it really about self-improvement nowadays, or do you think people are just keeping up with what they see online?
I think people are keeping up with what they see online. Well, the majority of people.
Yeah.
If you're talking about like me personally, yeah, self-improvement. But if you're talking about like multiple people, they're just keeping up with what they see online because you got to realize that most people are posting themselves online. Social media is kind of like your digital footprint. So when you don't keep up with it, you're kind of not keeping up with the way you live. So people use that as a way to post. It's kind of like a hobby. So if it's your hobby, then you kind of post what you're doing. Now, do a lot of people go to the gym? I mean, that's to be seen. I don't know the stats on that yet. I think it's like 20% Americans go to the gym. 20 or 30, I think.
Don't worry.
Last time I checked.
Try to be part of that 20 and 30 guys. That's what matters.
Yeah.
I
think it's either 20 or 30%. Go to the gym. Now, how many people actually work hard in the gym? I have no clue. But yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, honestly with you, is it really about self-improvement?
I mean, that's kind of like the last one where you can kind of see it either way because you can see it as like you're self-improving to post yourself, or you can see it as you're posting yourself to self-improve. Because it depends on what you think. Because one isn't necessarily the opposite of the other. So you could technically say like, oh, I go to the gym so I can post myself, I can look good from myself in the mirror, whatever. Or you can see it the other way around where you post yourself to kind of like see the progress of you going to the gym. Because I used to do that too, sometimes. Not like heavily.
I think it can go either way, honestly, with you, because I could see both perspectives. I couldn't give you like a direct answer because I'm more like I could see both.
Because if you like yourself, right? If you like yourself, the fact that you're going to the gym, why wouldn't you post it? If you have social media, obviously. If you don't, then you don't have the option. But if you do, then it's kind of like, why? Why not?
Yeah, because
it's like it's your birthday. It's like it's your birthday. You can post it if you want.
I guess it's like, let's say you're overweight, and you see like people who are in shape at the gym, and that puts pressure on you. Is that really a bad thing? Is it?
Not necessarily. You can see people be inspired. You can see people be jealous. It doesn't really matter. In a sense, I guess it does if you're trying to fight for something specific, like in terms of like the world. But if you're just like going to yourself and you go like, well, I want to be like that guy. What's wrong?
Yeah, yeah. I can see both ways. All right, let's get to the next question. This one's a little more interesting.
All right.
And this is more of a personal question. Has getting in shape actually changed how women treat you?
I think about that question.
Not the 2020 arc, but like
no, in general, like
I think it was 4, right?
You think? Are you just trying to go like in general?
No, you specifically.
I'm talking about me, but I'm saying like in general, like my whole journey. Do I think I've seen more? I have seen. I don't know. I think it's a mixture of things because you could say it's the gym, but like, that's the question of do you think like the average man could still get people not necessarily going to the gym but just looking good? Because you can look good without necessarily going to the gym or like not necessarily working it out so hard. I don't know. I would say for me, I think it is like an upside because you see.
But did they treat you differently once you started going?
I think if you get a girl who goes to the gym, yes. If you get a girl who doesn't go to the gym, yes, but in a different way.
I guess it means like the whole gender, not just like one person. I think that's what it's trying to ask.
It depends on the girl, man. I don't like to say that, but it does because I've had girls who go to the gym, and yes, it does really because it's like we have a shared hobby. But if they don't go to the gym, it kind of becomes a detriment because now the gym is kind of like at odds with them. It's like playing video games while your girlfriend's at your house. Because if you're going to the gym and your girlfriend doesn't go, or your girl or the girl you're hanging out with, whatever, doesn't go to the gym, then they kind of a lot of them can kind of hold you back. I'm not gonna lie. Now, if you're going to the gym and they do go to the gym, then it's kind of just a shared hobby unless y'all just kind of work out separately. But that also doesn't matter either way because as long as you're going to the gym and they are too, it kind of helps.
Yeah. I'd say it makes you, well, at least from my experiences, it makes me look better because it shows that I'm consistent or, I have goals or I have something in mind. So I'm assuming that's a bonus for them.
So since the majority of people don't go to the gym, I'd say yes.
That and
do you think it makes girls disqualify themselves?
You mean like
so? You go to the gym, she doesn't. You think that makes them disqualify themselves, like or kind of like reject you out of the fact that they think not necessarily that you're better than them, but that you?
I think that's cope. I think that's a lie. I genuinely that's a lie.
You don't think you saying that you don't think girls disqualify themselves?
If she disqualifies herself because I go to the gym and she doesn't, she's lying. That's not the real reason.
Well, it might be. Well, I would say it like this: when they say disqualify themselves, it means like, well, he's too much for me.
Oh, you mean in that aspect? No.
You don't think girls reject men out of like, not spite. I want to say spite, but like out of ego. Because if she thinks you're gonna reject her because you think you're better than her, then she would probably reject you first in order to not.
Am I better than her at that point?
Better is a subjective thing.
No. Because hear me out.
better is very subjective.
If I'm better and you said it but not me, does that mean I'm better because I never had to initiate it at all?
Well, that just depends on whether you think people who go to the gym are better than people who don't.
I think they're better
physically,
mentally.
Not necessarily true. I mean, Einstein didn't go to the gym, but he's one of the most famous.
No, I mean in the aspect of.
That's what I mean. Like
I can commit to something.
Yeah.
That isn't fun.
Fair enough.
Pleasurable, but I understand it's necessary to an extent to improve my life to a point.
Because I've asked girls who I thought were attractive, and they don't go to the gym, and I'd be like, damn, like how do you love that without going to the gym? But it's like maybe they just eat well or like they eat a certain way. So
that and more like on borrowed time, because if I think about it correctly, like when I was 18, I was a lot thinner.
Okay.
So I think they're just on borrowed time, but I think the gym is what's going to help you keep it up for the long run.
Well, I'm definitely, quote unquote, as they say, skinnier but leaner.
Yeah, so in the aspect of.
But I've had girls like, or women, or however you want to say that. I've had women say like, when I started losing weight, they started saying like, "Oh, you're getting a little too skinny." It's like either one or two things: either you haven't seen a man that's looked this lean before, a black man maybe, or two, you're kind of disqualifying me to kind of like disqualify, because I'd probably disqualify you if you don't go to the gym, which is true. I typically don't. Now that I've dealt with a lot of girls who don't go to the gym, I don't go with girls who don't go to the gym because it gets at odds with them, and as I've noticed.
I think it's because they're used to you one way, and once you start shifting to the other way, it's like odd for them. That, and I believe you're putting a spotlight of, yo, this guy's actually improving and I'm not.
Well, no, yes and no. That's not necessarily how I've dealt with it, but more of just like, hey, you want to eat this thing? Nah, not gonna lie. Cause hey, you want to eat this thing? No, I'm not gonna lie, because the dietary, it kind of like, okay, calorie counting, whatever you want to call it. The physicality of what they're eating is different than me because they're dieting differently than I am. So because I go to the gym, that kind of makes them disqualify themselves in the sense that like I can't. It's harder to try and accommodate your feelings because it's like, well, you're not gonna go to the gym with me, so I'm just basically accommodating for you in general.
All right, guys, it's time for the final question.
What? We got a question again?
Yeah, we got one more.
Oh,
it's the final one for the gym knowledge.
For the gym knowledge. Okay,
yeah, the gym knowledge. All right, Mr. J. Rose, what's something that you thought the gym would fix but did not?
I guess the best way to explain it is it doesn't fix your everyday. Hold on, let me think. That takes a second. Damn, I should have thought about this off screen. One thing it doesn't fix is it doesn't fix your ability to go outside of the norm. And I'm going to explain that for you guys. So basically, when you're going to the gym, although you're pushing yourself, if you don't apply those things in other areas, because it doesn't necessarily teach you how to do that, then you won't go further than the norm. What about you, Kevin?
I should have thought of this off screen too. I did not. Okay. Something that I genuinely believed it was gonna fix, but it didn't.
Oh, and if you don't know how to talk to women, it won't help you do that either.
Nah. What's one thing he generally did not fix for me, but I thought it was going to?
It won't bring you closer to God.
That is true. That's another one.
If you don't know how to read, it won't help you read.
Yeah, it doesn't do that either. You know what? Probably the one I can think of the best would be, I thought I could take that discipline from there and apply it to certain relationships, thinking you could, like, I guess, improve or fix them.
Do you think you could lift her?
I don't think anymore. I know I can. Now I know. I know I can. I know I can lift it out. That's not a fact.
Now put it on the scale.
I don't condone this derogatory statement. Just letting you know now.
We can put you on the hype machine.
Yeah, guys, I'm not that tall, but it's okay.
Break your legs, Kevin. Break your legs for it.
You know what? If somebody pays for it, I'll break my legs.
That's insane.
Yeah, but yeah, nah. I'd say I thought the things I learned from there I could apply it to certain relationships and improve them, but no, you can only do so much.
Terrible.
Yeah, but that was a final question, so take us away, J Rose.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching another talk. Well, I'm gonna let our outro do that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching another talk video.
Yeah, guys. Make sure you replay the video 37 times and you tell your dad about it. You tell your cousin Tracy about it, and make sure you tell your ex-girlfriend about it.
Wait, well, I want to tell my ex-girlfriend.
Hey, man, she ain't got nothing better to do. I'm just being honest.
Of course she doesn't, because talk is the best thing on the planet.
Yeah, guys.
Well, we'll see you guys next time. See ya, saw ya, sayonara.
I'm doing the hand thing. You can't see it right now, but I'm kind of doing the hand thing.